What is up, YouTube? Dragon7 here. Today I'm profiling my agent deck for the new set. It's been a while since I profiled the deck, but um I've actually been very excited about this version. It's, I think, one of the most powerful and explosive ways that agents have been able to play, like, ever. Um and the what's it called? The pendulum matchup is actually pretty good. Um, it's just Cosmos that gives the deck a lot of trouble, just because getting over a 3K beater with like immunity is pretty hard. Well, not getting over it's not so hard. It's just that they keep on floating forever. But yeah, the deck is mainly because my local meta consists mostly of pendulum though. Like at the sneak peek, I didn't see a single Cosmo player, so I don't really have to worry about those for game one. The deck's mainly um built to counter pendulum, so here it is. Um, Play three Hyperions. All right, three Hyperions. I'm not gonna explain the obvious stuff. Three Earth, three Venus, three Shine Balls. Then I play one Christia. The deck only needs one because this usually ends up being my target for Brilliant Fusion. So, get this engraved. So, and then with Shine Balls, I can make Herald of Pure Light to revive this card. So, um, it cuts down on the chances that I end up dead drawing it. And like I said, it doesn't really matter because I can get to it pretty quickly anyway. Then for effect negation, I play one Herald of Orange Light and one Ghost Ogre. I was playing two of this, but um, my fairy count is not that high. I think it's like 15 fairies, not including Herald. And like the Shine Balls usually end up being all summoned out of my hand. I mean, out of my deck. And the artifacts, you don't count on drawing those. You don't want to draw those. So I don't have. Well, I do end up drawing some of those cards. I shouldn't count on. I shouldn't count on drawing them. So, the fact that I don't have a very high fairy count, and because I play Twin Twister, discard fodder can be scarce sometimes. I feel like the one copy is all I need. And then for the other hand trap that I play is Maxis, which sometimes they can act just as a threatening roar against pendulums. I'm gonna play the two because like I said earlier, I play Brilliant Fusion, so I play one Lazuli. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. No, doesn't want to. Anyway, this effect reads, if it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, so by Brilliant Fusion, I get to target a normal monster in my graveyard and add it to my hand. Obsidian's effect is if it's sent from my hand to the graveyard, I target a level 4 normal monster in my graveyard and special summon it. So obviously, that works with the Shine Balls. Lazuli is the one I always like dump first. That way, because if I do end up drawing this card, I can discard it for Twin Twister or Magical Spring if I end up having to discard something. I can still I don't mind this myself, so that's pretty cool. Then for like the cookie cutter cards of the deck. Jeez, why did it zoom out like that? On focus. Alright. So one Thunder King, one Myramilio, and then one Scythe and one Morale Tech. This card can be game over for a lot of decks. This gets me to my traps because sometimes I end up losing because I can't protect my board. And then I was playing like a full artifact engine, pre-BOSH, with the ignitions and stuff. Now I'm just playing the sanctums in this, but because Twin Twister is much better. I think a 2 for 2. Simplifying the game state is always better than a 1 for 1. So yeah, there's that. That's actually all the monster lineup. So I'm gonna just put that aside there. Spells, very few. 3 Brilliant Fusion. Double Twin Twister. I only feel 2 is needed. 3 Can Clog, but I do side the third, for, I don't know, tellers or anything plays an insane amount of back row. Soul Charge, Regeki, and double Magical Spring. I was playing Upstarts and siding these guys, but like I said, pendulums. It's nothing but pendulums right now. So, like at the very, let's say you play, I don't know, something insanely rogue that doesn't play face up, doesn't play anything, that's plays face up spell traps. You can chain it to anything, and at the very least, there'll be a Jar of Greed. But in most cases, at the very minimum, this card ends up being a +1. So that's the spells and the traps. 3 Sanctum. Really surprised how this card just went up. I mean, it took right a week before the sneak peek. So I mean, I knew it would, I don't know, maybe go up by a couple bucks, but it doubled in price. That's pretty cool. So lucky to buy it beforehand anyways. 3 Call, Warning, Time Space, and Bottomless. Obviously, if I had Solemn Strike, I'd find a way to fit 2 in. But no more than that. I think 2 is all I need. Extra deck, I play 1 Seraphonite. There was only one time where I felt like I needed to resolve a second Brilliant Fusion. So, but I do play 2 Gem Knights because I have really bad luck, and if I only play 1, I know I'll end up drawing it. So, plus this card can be recycled. It is a fairy, so Christia can put it back in the extra deck, or with Herald of Pure Light. This is what basically makes the deck good. If you don't know what it does, I target a... Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Nope. Come on. Okay. Detach an Exceeds material from this card, then target a monster. Target 1 monster in the graveyard. Add it to a hand, and then shuffle 1 card from my hand into the deck, and then it's got that once per turn effect, once per turn clause. So yeah, like I said, you dump Christia with Brilliant Fusion, and then add it back with this. That's pretty cool. And then because the way this card is worded, Jesus, do I have to refocus it every time? Because the way this card is worded, if I add an extra deck monster back to the extra deck, because obviously it can't go to my hand, I do not end up shuffling a card from my hand to the deck, because it's a do A then B effect. If I don't complete A, then I don't do B. And if you don't believe me on that, then you can check out Pasquale's I don't know, I forgot his last name. The guy that topped Nats 2 years ago with frogs. So that came up at Nats. And a judge from TCG Player also confirmed it. And there was a huge debate on Duelist Grounds about it. But they all agree, but they came to the same conclusion. It's probably not the way the card was designed to work, but that's the current text, so that's what you have to go by. Then Gachi Gachi, it's not nearly as powerful as it was back then, but sometimes that that big ass does save me. 1 Daigusto and then 1 Sky Cavalry. It's honestly what I go to. This is the new age Gachi. Just because it does have protection from battle. It's only spell and traps you gotta worry about. And then the last Exceeds, I play one Durandal, one Pleiades. This is the go-to guy. Also, you know, part of the Brilliant Fusion Earth combo. You basically end up with a field of Durandal and what's it called? And Christia, so that's pretty cool. I don't go into this anymore as much because I don't play the full artifact engine, but it does happen, you know, because of Call, Soul Charge, and other stuff. It's a shame Surfer is an Earth, but I don't know. Right now, I could end up taking it out in the future, but I'm not sure on that. And I play in Armades because it is light. It does kind of help me go into Pleiades, but I don't. The only time I summon him is when I'm going to exceed it into Durandal. So yeah, Goyo. I rarely summon it, but you just need a 6 in there just in case. Black Rose, Michael, Stardust, just to protect your back row. Scrap Dragon, Crimson Blader, and Trish. Alright, YouTube, so that's the deck profile. Rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos. Till next time.